Shemai GTA chums, the Progen T20 is on special offer at Legendary Motorsport. So I'm going to order it and I'm going to take it through its paces. So we're going to take it on the test track, see how good it races, customize it, the usual. But first I'm just going to show you the explosive rounds on the pistol, yeah, the heavy pistol. Okay, let's go and retrieve our car, shall we? Well, it's a nice enough looking car. Everybody knows that the Pariah is the purchase of the week at only 900,000, whereas this is 1.4 million, so a significantly higher, more expensive car. I've done all the brakes, the turbo, etc. So we're just going to look at cosmetic kind of stuff because that's the most interesting bit. Let's go for the secondary colour race splitter. Rear bumpers again. Let's go for the secondary diffuser. That'd be nice. Exhaust. Can't figure this out. Exhaust. There's nothing significant about any of those. I mean, that one's a bit chubbier. Chrome. Yeah. Hood. There's some nice kind of touches here. So the kind of shark vent, or the big vent. Go for the big vent. You can see it more. And what else? We've got plate. COP26 plate, because we are going to be saving the environment with this car, because it's electronic. I want a roof scoop, that would be nice. Skirts. I mean, the shark fin, I'm not too super impressed with the shark fin, but oh, why not? You know, it'll stand out as a secondary colour. And wheels, well, we're going to go high end. Obey RS, that looks nice. We're going to have those. And wheel colour, just go black to start off with. Oh, tyres, don't forget the bulletproof tyres. Tyre smoke, we don't know. So we're going to need to decide the colour. Respray, primary colour. Let's go for the classics. That light really gets in the way, doesn't it? Red. I'm not sure. Oh, that's nice. Black. That calls itself wine red. Black and ginger. It's a pretty good colour. I'll just plain ginger. You know what we've not done in a while with, or I'm not sure if I've ever done a grey car. It's always boring, isn't it, grey? Or nautical blue, that goes well with the ginger. I wasn't exactly intending on a ginger car, but that's a bit like a grey. Let's find a nice, oh, the purple looks nice. It always does, doesn't it? Black steel, dark steel, silver. Have we looked at all this shadow silver? Oh, stone silver. Oh, those ones look nice. Midnight silver. These greys are a bit darker. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Secondary colour, I quite like what we've got on, the sunrise orange. But you can really go for a standout colour, so the green would look really well. That's yellow, apparently. But lime green, that's the one. So you really want to pick something a bit special, a bit striking. White, plain old white would work as well. But red just about. Bright enough, yeah. Just about works. I mean, pink. I mean, that looks pretty good. Hot pink. But no, we're going to go stick with what we had. The orange. Well, that's a bright orange, isn't it? That looks nice. Crew emblem is free. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's the colours decided. So we want wheel colour. We want something a bit different than black. Black is not too exciting. Quite like the idea of an orange to go with the orange. It's like a darker colour, so it gives a bit of an accent to it. Let's just look for inspiration. Blue is good, fluorescent blue. kind of goes as well. I've done this before when I've got it wrong. But that's good, I like that. No, I'm going to go for fluorescent blue after all. So, tyre smoke is going to be orange, yeah. And that's it complete. Mighty fine looking car. Let's take it to the streets. So here's our first drive. As I mentioned, this is a super class car rather than a sports car that is the Pariah. Although the Pariah is going to be better performance-wise, isn't it? Let's face it. I don't remember exactly what kind of performance this car has. It accelerates as you'd expect a supercar. It's pretty good handling as it sticks to the road nicely. But we really need to put it to the test track. And maybe we'll put it in a drag race against the Pariah as well, just to see how that does. Okay, here we are. Nice. Here we are at the test track. I've actually changed the grey to a matte light grey for anyone who's interested, just to stop the reflections, make it more subdued. Anyway, as you can see, this car takes corners really well. There's not any problems with understeer, oversteer. I think it's just about right, as a little bear would have said. And here we are at the double hairpin, and it has no problems whatsoever with it. It's one of the easiest supercars to drive, really, so I'm quite surprised at the performance. It's been a long time since I've looked at this car, so I've obviously forgot how good it actually is. Coming into the big 4-point left-hander, it wipes it up lovely jubbly. And final left hand before we take the S. And now we're into the 450, and we're in for a startling time. We've had consistent lap times as well of 56 seconds, but that was 55.8. On the test track, that puts us up there. Similar to the Pariah, but the Pariah just a touch faster. The Emirates, the stablemate of the T20, is a lot better. So is the Krieger, as far as the Supers class is concerned. But it does itself some justice, and it is a pretty damn good car. The Pariah is also on discount this week, so let's put them head to head in a straight drag race to see which one is best. So here we are at LSIA for the grand finale between the two contenders. Progen T20 on the left gets a good start, with the Pariah on the right hand side accelerating away, a bit of wheel spin, but still it's getting ahead, you can see it. Look at that, the Pariah wins 16.5 seconds, the T20 17.5 seconds, so pretty much a second more. That shows you the difference between these two cars. So yeah, the Pariah is still the best there, as you might expect. Well, that's your T20. It is a fine looking car, you have to admit, and I think overall it's a decent purchase. On discount it costs 1.4 million, which is 1k per eco heist pretty much, but it's probably worth it as a sports, as a supers car, as a nice, mighty fine, fast car. You've seen the performance, so it is a competitive car, even in its supers class. However, the shadow overlooming it is that the Pariah is on discount for $500,000 less. So that is why the Pariah is the purchase of the week. If you don't have the Pariah, then definitely consider this. But just bear in mind that if you already have the Krieger or the Emirates, then those are pretty much the best cars in the supers class. There are some other cars as well, which we'll consider in the future. But if you already have those, then that's a reason why you might not want to buy this car. But just bear in mind though that it is easier to handle, it drives better. I think it's a lot more forgiving than any of those cars that I've just mentioned. So that's one reason why you may want to buy it. It's also got a classy look to it as well. You can't put a spoiler on it. It's got this kind of adaptive spoiler, watch that, see when you spoiler braking? How's about that then? So, and the look of it as well. I've gone for the matte light grey look because I think it can handle the subdued look too, because it has these classy kind of fine lines to it. So you might like the look of it as well. That might be another reason why you're purchasing this car. And for only 1k per eco, it is kind of a bargain. At first I wasn't going to buy it this week, but I'm glad I did because it kind of completes my supercar collection, and for that reason, it's good for me. But for you, it may not be a priority because if you have the other cars, then it's probably not worth it. But it may well be worth it for you if you need to buy a super class car and you don't have one yet. Then yeah, definitely worth a purchase because it's easy on the eye, the handling's great. Anyway, if this has been useful, then do like and subscribe for future content. But overall, thank you very much for watching and have a great day in GTA.